My father, he was a carpenter. When I got started, my father, he was able to work with a real estate company. So I got out of the Marines, I had to have a job right away, and I joined the Carpenters Union in 1954.
With a legacy spanning nearly 100 years, the Thornton family is a testament to the quality of life found in the trades.
Dad always had stuff going on. He built a house.
He had his weekends were free to spend with us. We had good health care. Money was never a concern growing up. I always knew that we would be taken care of. There was something about growing up with Dad as a carpenter. It was like it was in our blood to build houses.
Working with our hands seemed like it's in the family, I guess.
What he taught us were just to bust your butt, try to stay ahead of the other guys, always keep your head on straight on the job, and just try to be mindful of your work habits.
That dedication to hard work and passion for carpentry became a legacy for future generations.
I think they liked the idea that what dads did, and I enjoyed it, and they thought that they probably would too.
When I left high school, Dad said he could get me on as a carpenter, and so I started there, and that's where I spent my entire career. I was a carpenter for 35 plus years.
I'd always liked working outside, and he offered to get me on working with him and get into the union, so I figured I'd jump on that while I had the opportunity. I joined the Carpenters Union in '84.
The thing I liked about being a union carpenter is we worked 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, and you had the rest of the evenings and weekends for your family. I was able to raise a family very comfortably as a carpenter.
And that great career inspired his own sons, Micah and Lucas, to follow in the trade.
I just idolized my dad. From little on, I wanted to be with Dad at all times. When I was young, he gave me a little jigsaw, and so I was always building something, tree houses or step stools.
I went to college and I just never had a good direction.
I told him, you better be doing something where you get good pay and good insurance.
And I said, I'd give it a shot for sure.
Micah, I think he knew from the time he was in high school that's what he wanted to do. I had built a couple spec homes when he was in high school. Micah was out there every day helping. I think he enjoyed the work and being with the different guys.
So he got me on as an apprentice with him.
I did. They both apprenticed underneath me. So I had Micah, Luke, and Mark all working with me. We were all together there.
Me and Craig worked together a lot while Mike and Luke were apprentices. I think that was inspirational to them.
I'm glad to see one of the grandsons, Jackson, decides he wanted to be a carpenter.
I feel like I'm carrying on the family tradition. Feels like right where I should be.
We don't see too many families have that many generations come through us. 5 generations still joining the unions. That's fantastic. I think the whole local was excited to see Jackson join here just a few months back. I believe in today's industry that is a rare feat.
Being a tight-knit family helped each generation of Thorntons build a passion for carpentry.
When I was working, it was great. I enjoyed teaching. I enjoyed teaching all the apprentices, especially the 2 boys, but I enjoyed just showing them different stuff.
The value to having a family like this in Mid-America Carpenters is incredible. You know, you end up with some really good carpenters out of that. What does it take to build a multi-generational carpenter family? It takes dedication, passion for what we do as a craft, and just being good people capable of working together as a team. That's what it takes. And they can pass that on to each other as they go through the years, like this family's done.
I think the 2 main skills that we inherited was a good work ethic and then a mathematical mind. It's a great career. There's always people needing carpenter work on their houses. Once people find out that you're a carpenter, you'll never be without work. I found that out after being retired.
They can't outsource construction.
Working on a job site with my dad and uncle, it's very fun.
It's really neat to be able to share this trade that I'm so proud of, to be a part of, let my son be able to be a part of it and watch him growing as he's doing it.
To have family to teach me throughout my apprenticeship. I'd say my future is very bright. I plan on just learning as much as I can, trying to follow through my dad's footsteps and see where that takes me.
The Carpenters Union, it's meant a very comfortable lifestyle. It's meant security, and now as I'm 41 years old, I'm seeing retirement closer and closer every year, and I see that pension statement come in, and to me that's pretty awesome, you know, to watch those numbers build.
At the end of the day, you can step back and look and see what you've done, and you can show your sons and grandsons and their great-grandsons and daughters, yeah, that's houses your grandpa's built. I think it's cool to have that legacy.
Yeah, they're everywhere, those Thorntons.
I really feel like that we are living the American dream, that it's still attainable. It's something to be proud of.